Hi, how you all doing? If you remember, the awesome Joel Create kindly invited me on as a special guest tutor for a part 1 illustration. Well, this is now part 2 and we're going to be creating this animation. So open up your canvas and let's get animating. Once you've opened up your canvas, we're going to want to go over to our layers. We're going to go over to the red bullets layer and we're going to swipe to the left and delete. We are then going to want to merge all of these layers together, not the layer with the aliens. So let's go ahead and pinch those together. Let's head over to our wrench icon and toggle animation assist. This will be our background and there won't be any moving parts here. So let's tap on this window here and then we're going to toggle background. Let's go over to our layers, go up to our aliens layer, and if you have alpha lock turned on, we need to turn that off. So we can tap on our layer and tap on alpha lock to turn it off. Let's now slide to the left and duplicate. We are going to go to our arrow tool and with uniform and snapping turned on, we are going to move this layer to the right and we just want to position this layer with the arm of the alien in between the feet of the one below. And we're going to do that one more time, duplicate, go over to our arrow tool, and we're going to do it again, slide over to the right so that the arm of the aliens are in between the feet of the aliens underneath. And you'll see these 3 horizontal blue lines to show you are aligned with the layer underneath as well. And then go back to our layers. Let's swipe to the left and duplicate. And now we're going to go back on ourselves. And when we slide to the left, it should snap in place to the layer underneath. And then we're going to do it again. And then slide to the left and it should snap. We're going to duplicate it one more time. And let's go over to the left again, positioning the arm of the aliens in between the feet of the ones underneath. And then this is the last one we're going to duplicate and move that again to the left. And tap your arrow when you're done. Let's play and see what it looks like. Right, okay, those aliens are moving, but they're going a little bit too fast. So let's slow them down by tapping on the settings. We do want it on loop, so leave that as is. And let's bring the frames per second down to say 5. And let's tap on our layers when we're done. We're going to swipe to the right, from left to right, to select all our alien layers. And we're going to group them. And then we're going to just toggle this little arrow here just to collapse the group. We're going to swipe to the left and duplicate again because we want 3 groups. Let's go to this group here and expand it again. We're going to go to this layer here. So the very bottom layer of our aliens, tap on it and create a new layer by pressing on the plus sign. Let's head over to our color palette and we're going to use this red here. And we're going to go over to selection with the S-shaped ribbon with rectangle and color field turned on. And we are going to just draw in a rectangle and we can tap when we're done. Let's go over to our arrow tool and let's just position it a little bit further down and somewhat in the middle of the building. Let's go back to our layers. We're going to swipe to the left and duplicate and we're going to bring that up a layer. We're going to go to our arrow tool and we're going to move this one up and leaving some distance between each bullet. And we want to align them and you'll see those 3 vertical blue lines now. And that will show you are perfectly aligned with the bullet underneath. We're going to slide to the left and duplicate. And we're going to bring that up. And then go to our arrow tool. And then we are going to move it up and trying to keep the same sort of distance between each one. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It's no problem at all if it's not. We're going to slide to the left and duplicate and then bring that up a layer and then move it up again. Slide to the left and duplicate, move it up again. And then you can actually tap on your screen to move a pixel at a time. And then swipe to the left and duplicate and bring that up. And we can position that here. And we can actually do it one more time potentially and bring that up and move that like so. Now what we're going to want to do is go back to this layer here, and we want to get rid of some of this excess here. So let's go to our S-shaped ribbon. We need rectangle, but we need to just turn off color fill for a minute. And we're just going to drop in a rectangle, just line it up with the top of the building. Go to our arrow tool and you can just drag the excess off of the canvas and that will remove it. What we're going to want to do now is slide to the left and duplicate and just drag this one outside of that group because we're going to need it for the second group. But before we do that, let's merge down all the bullets onto their corresponding layers. So we're going to tap on the bullet and then merge down, tap, merge down, tap, merge down, and then keep going until it's all done. And then we can collapse that group and let's just toggle the visibility for the time being. We are then going to expand that group, the second group. We're going to bring this bullets layer up into the group and on top of this first alien layer. We're going to go to our arrow tool and we're going to move this one over to this building here, I think. And then we can slide to the left and duplicate. And we're going to bring that up a layer and then move that bullet up like we did with that first group. And we just keep going until we reach the top. And then bring it up. And then one more time, bring that up. Duplicate and bring that up. Oh. To about here. Now let's go back to this layer here. Go to our S-shaped ribbon. We've got color fill turned off and we want it in rectangle and we just want to remove that excess. So let's just go up to the top of that building and then drag that excess off of the canvas. Let's go to this layer here and duplicate and bring it out of the group. Now we're going to want to merge down the bullets with the corresponding layers. So let's go ahead and do that. So tap on the bullet layer, merge down, and then keep going. Or you could pinch them together if you want to, if you find that easier. Sometimes it can be a little bit temperamental. And we can collapse that group down and toggle the visibility for the time being. We are going to expand that last group, tap on our bullets layer and bring that up into the group on top of this one here. Let's go to our arrow tool and we can move this one over here, I think. I think here will be pretty good. Then we can go back to our layers. We're going to swipe to the left and duplicate and bring that up. And we're going to move that bullet up and you need to see those 3 blue vertical lines to show that you are aligned with the bullet underneath. Bring that up. And then again, bring that up a layer. And again, bring that up. And then one more time. Bring that up to about here. And then don't forget, we need to go to this layer here and remove the excess from that building and then line that up. Go to our arrow tool and then we can just drag it off our canvas. And we need to go into our bullets layer and then merge them to the corresponding layer again. So merge down and go all the way down to the bottom of the group and merge down. Now what we're going to want to do is remove all of these layers and bring them outside of their group and then delete the group. So we're going to do that by sliding to the right, hold your pen down or pencil down and then drag it outside the group. And then you can swipe to the left and delete. Let's toggle the visibility of this group and let's expand it. You're going to swipe to the right to select all of the layers. Hold your pencil down and drag it out of the group. Go to that group and delete. Toggle the visibility of this group, expand. And we are going to do the same thing. We are going to select all those layers, hold your pencil down and drag them outside of that group and delete that group. Now let's hit play and see what we've got. We are now ready to export our animation over to our camera roll, and from there you can then go on to share your animation over to your Instagram, for example. You just have to bear in mind that any animation needs to be at least 3 seconds long, and I think this one is, so it will work just fine. So let's go over to our wrench icon with the share option. Let's then choose animated MP4. We're going to leave it as max resolution, and then we're just going to tap on export, and that will save over onto your camera roll. Thank you so much for following until the end. I hope you had fun with this tutorial. If you are on Instagram, please come and tag me in over there. I would love to see your finished animation. I'll leave my IG account details down in the description below. If you'll be so kind, please smash the like button on this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any future tutorials. And with all that said, take care, see you soon.